This is your third win, best screenplay win. I mean, I think it's safe
That's
to
right.
say you're a damn good writer.
Thank you very much.
How special,
I it's the HFPA has been incredibly supportive and for a long time.
how special is this win for Chicago 7 to you?
It's incredibly special. I first started writing the movie 15 years ago. You know the story. It's taken a long time to get made, but I think it got made at exactly the right time. Um, the one group of people I forgot to thank in my speech, the cast, and I'm beginning to think their performances may have had something to do with the quality of the film.
I know for sure. When
Yeah,
you were accepting the award, you quoted democracy, that
Abby
it's
Hoffman.
a piece of, yes, that it needs work. How do you see the future?
How do I see the theater?
The
Did
future.
you ask? The future.
How
Listen, I get accused of not having enough of a sense of cynicism or being too optimistic, too idealistic. But I always feel like our darkest days are followed by our finest hours. And I like to think that's what's going to happen now.
Mhm. What kind of response did you get worldwide with the Chicago 7?
One more time?
What what kind of response did you get from the world about Chicago 7? Because it was a very American story, but it's also a very big, important theme for the international audiences.
Yeah, well, this year, the last couple of years, it hasn't been just an American story. There have been protests and protesters all over the world, and they have been getting met with with government crackdown on those protests. So I think it's very easy for people all over the world to relate to this story.
Mm-hmm. What does it need, or what does it take for you to write a story? What are you most interested in? The people, in the politics? Um, what is it that needs your attention, that grabs your attention?
Uh, the first thing that gets my attention is the drama. It's the intention and obstacle. Somebody wants something, something standing in their way of getting it. And is that interesting enough? Is that intention strong enough? Is that obstacle formidable enough that the characters, when I write them, that the tactics that they're going to use to overcome that obstacle are going to be interesting and dramatic? That's what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. On a lighter side, you've been at the Golden Globes, you've been, celebrating, and you've been standing on the stage accepting your award. How different is this year, and how is the experience? I mean, usually you probably would be in the same room as Sasha, for example, Sasha Baron Cohen, and all the other
Yeah.
wonderful cast members.
Well, listen, on the one hand, I think that we all miss the social aspect and getting to see each other, sitting at the same table, being at the same party, that kind of thing. Most of us haven't seen each other since we wrapped the movie. So on the one hand, I miss that. On the other, hanging out with my family, my friends, and doing it from home. I'm glad I had this experience too. We all had a really nice time.
Did you get dressed up fully, or are you actually wearing pajama pants?
This is no. I'm wearing pants.
This is not what you have to ask nowadays, because you never know, because
I
everything
know.
is via Zoom.
I know.
So
No,
how
no,
you
no.
go?
I'm wearing pants.
How are you going to celebrate tonight?
I have celebrated. There have been cupcakes and champagne.
Mhm. What is it that you love so much, telling real events, stories about real events? How important is it for you to share these things with the world, that they get to know these things? Because probably a lot of people didn't know that much about Chicago 7.
The truth is, the first time I wrote nonfiction When I was done, I said, I'm never writing nonfiction again. It's just going to be fiction from now on. And then I wrote The Social Network, and then I wrote Steve Jobs, and then I wrote Moneyball, right, and then I wrote Molly's Game, and then I wrote Chicago 7. So it's just a matter of, it's not so much that it's the real event, it's that it's a great story. And the only thing better, I think, than a story that no one's ever heard is a story that people think they've heard. A story that people think they know, but they don't know the whole story.
Well, I can't wait to read and to see the next thing you're going to write. So
That's so
enjoy
nice of you
tonight.
to say. Thanks very much. And thank you for tonight. It was a great night for everybody.